Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Plague Inc. Evolved, the PC version. I did actually play the mobile version about a year ago, but I've picked up the PC version as it was recently on sale, and it's still in development. Okay, so not everything's here yet, like this multiplayer button does nothing. But there's definitely a single-player experience going on, and I thought I'd make a video because it entertains me. So let's make a game. Let's see, yeah, we'll do main. And so what do I want? Do I want fungus, a virus, or a bacteria? Because that's what I've unlocked so far. Let's start with the bacteria, because you can see what the basic starting experience is like. Because that's what people get. People start out with bacterias. Now I have unlocked an ATP boost and Terrasite, which increases the chance of plague spreading by land, so we like that. And Ionized Helix gives me more when I devolve sections, and you'll see what I mean by that when we get to it. So we'll play a normal level game. And let's name our disease. So, what will be our plague is a bacterial plague. Coccyxcosis. Yes, Coccyxcosis. If you're wondering what a coccyx is, look it up. Right, so where to start in the world? So that's the first decision you have to make. And so you have an idea what we're doing here. The plague has to spread through human carriers and other vectors around the world. And the objective at this stage is for me to not only infect everyone, but to kill everyone. And if I kill everyone off before I've infected everybody, then I lose. If I'm cured before I've killed everyone, I lose. Because they will eventually start working on a cure, those darn human beings. Now, you might see various icons here on the map, and for those of you who've not played, the little anchors are seaports, the little planes are airports, okay? Now, occasionally people who are infected will get on boats or on planes and carry the disease to new lands. Some places are very difficult to get the disease to, unless they are on human beings at this stage. So, like Madagascar, right? The only way you're going to get to Madagascar is if an infected human gets on Madagascar or you start there. Same goes for Greenland. Okay? Iceland at least has air and sea routes connecting it. Same goes for Indonesia here, but Papua New Guinea only has the sea route. So really your three sticking points are probably New Guinea, Madagascar, and Greenland, in my experience. Now, also in my experience, New Guinea doesn't tend to be too tough, because it does seem to get enough sea traffic from the nearby nations, but Madagascar only seems to communicate directly with, like, the odd occasional trip to Africa, and Greenland seems to get the odd occasional trip to, like, other, like Denmark. So, where to start? I kind of like starting in Egypt, because as you can see, it's got two seaports and an airport. Also, it starts out on Africa, and Africa's got some, like, landlocked countries that you can otherwise have a pain in the ass getting to, because things have to cross land to get to these countries. Alternately, starting out somewhere cold is kind of nice, like, say, Iceland or Greenland, right? Or starting out in Madagascar is a fair enough point. You kind of build up until you eventually get off of Madagascar. But, yeah, I think we'll start in Egypt, okay? And, so there we go, we started in Egypt. Every once in a while I need to pop these bubbles. Yep, it's that kind of thing. But I assure you, it gets more fun. Now, I have 10 DNA points here, which I can use to mutate my disease. Currently, only one person in the world is infected. And so I have transmission vectors, symptoms, and abilities. Okay? Special ability for the bacteria is bacterial resilience. So, you get a shell on your bacteria that makes it more resistant to cold and heat, and basically better in all environments. It's a good choice, but a bit expensive. Transmission vectors are also nice, and I like to get into the water vectors quickly because it helps improve your chances of being transmitted by sea. And as I was covering with you, it's very important that you be transmitted to these islands on the globe. Because if you fail to infect Greenland, even though it's only 50,000 people, humanity survives, damn them! We can't be having that. No one should be able to sit down because of Coccyxcosis. So currently 9 people are infected, and you know it's got a slow start. That's okay. I'm gonna go straight for the higher water transmission. So now I could even now my disease survives even in treated water. Get right through the filters and through the bleach. Yep. Nothing you can do to stop me from being in your water. Now, these little orange bubbles are bonus DNA points. And again, yeah, I gotta tap on those to make sure I collect them. Every time we spread to a new country, I'll get a red pop. And those are bonus points as well. And once the research begins properly, there'll be little blue things for me to pop to help slow down the research. But honestly, once that starts, it's a little late. Things are in trouble. But hopefully I'll be well advanced with them. Alright, so we got 13 points here. I want to... Let's get some drug resistance while we can. Improve our ability to move around and infect people. Yeah, see, now we're at 242. Yeah, our infection rate is dramatically climbing. And when we get to wealthier countries, their drug resistance will really come into play, because I'll be more difficult to fight. Even though I do nothing at the moment. But that's on purpose. Doing nothing at the moment means that I'm much harder to detect. And detecting my disease early helps save the world, as it were. If they find out I'm around, they might want to cure me, and then that's not good. Can't be having that. Approaching 3,000 infected. Yep, there we go. Come on, there we go, 4 grand. Oh, we moved into Libya. There we go. Gain to spread. Infect more. Oh, there we go. Into Sudan. So because I started in Egypt, I'm relatively well suited to dry, kind of hot environments. But I'm not as well suited to wet, cold environments. So that's going to be a problem when it comes to spreading in the future. And I'm going to try to start planning ahead on that one. As you can see, as I spread, the map gets postulated, reflecting the infections. Oh! All the way over here in America. Must have caught a flight. Oh, we're beginning to spread around the world here. And to some of the more wealthy parts of the world. Yep, I was planning on doing this later, but let's do it now. I need some cold resistance. And, now what vectors do I want? Do I want, like... This is good for rural, this is good for urban, this is good across land transmission in general. This is generally good in hot, kind of humid environments. This is good for blood transmission. Each of these gives mutation bonuses, which means we'll more spontaneously come up with abilities. This improves my ability to spread on dry environments, for example, plains. And let's get in the blood. Yeah, we'll get in the blood. So nearly a million. Yep, a million infected in Egypt now. $2 million. Worldwide, nearly 3 million. You can see the infected ships and planes traveling around, and they leave little kind of marks on the map from getting about. Fortunately, the game paused right here. You can see an infected plane. 10 million infected in the world. Oh, there goes another infected plane. Yes, I know. Thank you. Japan. Good. I want wealthy countries to be infected because I want to be able to bring them down quickly when I start turning on the world. 32 million infected around the world at the moment. I'm saving up for my next ability at the moment. Oh, we've developed a rash. Okay, now that's spontaneously appeared. Okay, now thing is, each ability here, the symptoms, have infectivity, severity, and lethality effects. Okay, so like right now we have a rash, and this the skin becomes blistered and painful, slightly increasing infectivity. So apparently the infectivity has gone up. It'll have also increased the severity, which makes us more noticeable. I could devolve this back down, which will refund me 4 DNA points back into my pool. Alternately, I could leave it as it is. In fact, I could pick up sweating, because it only costs 3 points to pick it up. And sweating increases infectivity by that much more, and increases severity by that much more, and is more dangerous in cold countries, which I need some leverage on. So actually I'm going to take that. But I'm probably going to stop it from developing fever or skin lesions. At least for the time being. I don't want to develop any lethality, because as soon as you start killing people, people start noticing. Even though it says I've killed people, that'll be because of horrible things that have happened in the world. Oh, see, now they've noticed me. I was hoping to get to 100 million before they noticed. Well, that bubble. How much do I need for that? I need 14. Okay, well, let's save up a little more. There we go. No, I need 16. I'm sorry. Now, there's two main ways of earning points, right? There's the spreading. You'll earn points by spreading. And then there's the killing. And when you start killing people, you'll get points based on how many people you kill. And you can use that as kind of like your second half. But you need to kick it over to killing people before it gets too late. You wait too long, they'll be curing the heck out of you. And next thing you know, you've only killed a few billion people. Now, as we get scarier and people notice, the people will start shutting down airports and ports and closing borders and doing all the things that people might do if the world were to be, approaching the apocalypse due to horrible disease. And So it's important to be able to get around before people really notice that you're there. At least at this stage. In other versions of the disease, you have different kinds of vectors. Like when you're a fungus, you can like suddenly spontaneously put some spore mold in some part of the world. Now, let's see. Oh, we got to Cuba. Excellent. That's another one of those island places, but it tends not to be too hard to get to the Caribbean. What I am hoping for, though, is to get into the classic two are Madagascar and Greenland. And I need to get into those. Into Russia, into Norway, into Finland. No, we're not into Finland. Well, we're in New Guinea now. That's a good one. See, we're really getting around now. And I'm really building up points. But actually, I'm going to increase my vector to make it more likely for me to transmit by sea and air. Because I want to get around, right? Oh, we developed cysts. I don't know if I want cysts. Again, no lethality. Painful lumps containing pockets of the pathogen. Slight chance of bursting, which can spread disease. Yeah, just as gross as it sounds. Buboes, basically. Oh, we got into Madagascar. Excellent. Now I just gotta get Greenland. Now, once you're in, India starts working a cure. Boo! Boo! Right. Something I can do to help fight the cure is some genetic hardening. Slow down research. Well, we're in Iceland. That's good. As you can see, about half the global traffic now is infected. It's brilliant. You can see how London is like the center of plague spreading. Look at this. Just filthy, filthy British people. Don't wash their hands for nothing. But we're still waiting on Greenland. I mean, it could be a spontaneous... Let's see, an uninfected ship just went to Greenland. Fuck me. Come on. Globally, we've infected, about half the world population. But we're still spreading to new locations. I think I'm going to take a little more cold resistance. Just to make sure we can get into the coldest places. Because you can see hot is not a problem. And I think I might take some more drug resistance. So that way I can really spread in the wealthy countries. Botswana starts cure research. Boo! We don't want that. Coughing symptom. Okay, let's see here. So, coughing. Chance of infections by spreading pathogen into surroundings, especially in high-density urban areas. It's nice. Again, severity goes up, but infectivity goes up nicely. I will keep it. Just about all global traffic now is infected. I love it. Just the odd uninfected ship or plane. Coccyxcosis placed on a watch list. No, we don't want that. Don't watch out for coccyxcosis. Yes, we're in Greenland. Okay, we can start our next phase. Right. Pneumonia. People in cold climates especially vulnerable. We like that. Spread my disease. Oh, yes, we're just flying over Russia now. Oh. But we need to get into the Canadians and the Ukraine, and these Greenlanders need to go. Yes. And these Swedes. Swedes seem fairly resistant. We don't like that. But once we have infected the last people on Earth, and we're getting there, I'm going to start turning lethal. Skin lesions, I'm going to keep it just because we're approaching endgame, you know? Yeah, the research is kicking off. Here we are. They're like, oh god, this thing's horrible. France shuts down its airports. A little too late for that, France. Right, so, necrosis. That's a great one, because decomposing bodies remain a vector of transmission, so even if I kill off all the live hosts, dead hosts can still be a thing. And hemorrhagic shock, excellent for lethality. Hehehe. Yes, I need to evolve to kill, that's what I just did. Thank you very much. Bringing down the world, folks. Bringing down the world. First death in the UK. Spain's leading the global cure effort, are they? Good luck to them. I'm bringing you down, Spain. But first off, we'll just make your cure all the harder to develop. Okay? And then, let's get internal hemorrhaging as well. Well, it makes it a lot scarier. Do I care if it's scarier at this point? Actually, fever seems a pretty effective way of increasing lethality without increasing severity. Coccyxcosis is killing very fast! Oh, we can't just kill everybody in Greenland before we've infected them. Global research focused on cure. They're like, holy crap, what the hell is this? It's killing everybody! You can see the cure is down here, 27%. Killed more than the Black Death, excellent. Yep. Continue to spread through Greenland, we like that. Killed more than the Spanish flu, which about 100 years ago was pretty much a global epidemic, yeah. It was a bad thing. Ask your dead, deceased great-grandparents. Iceland begins to break down. Yes, we're beginning causing abscesses. No problem. We like abscesses. But for those of you playing along at home, abscesses, pockets of infected flesh, which are painful and act as breeding grounds for the pathogen, increasing infection rates when burst. Yes, that is your bubo, basically. Yeah, and then we have... Ooh, we could have some tumors if we want. What the heck? Let's get some tumors. There are no healthy people left in the world. Okay, I don't need to infect anybody else now. I just need to kill them. So what else can I do with 16 DNA points to increase lethality? Well, we've got pulmonary fibrosis. That's something. Hypersensitivity. Pulmonary edema. Probably should just save up a bit more. 18 points gets me immune suppression. Or internal hemorrhaging, which seems like a good choice. Yeah, okay. 2 more points for internal hemorrhaging. There we go, we're ready. So, yeah, we've already killed 12 million in Spain. Cure 50% complete. That's what I gotta say. Fuh. Everyone on the world is Coccyxcosis genes manipulated. No! We don't like that. Makes this easier to cure. Alright, we got a solution to that. Genetic shuffle. Take that. Thought you got a handle on my genetic code, did ya? Blah ha 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 ha. I'll have none of it. None of it! Sweden's in anarchy. Southeast Asia approves human experimentation. They're getting desperate. This kind of burnt look? Yeah, most people are dead. In fact, globally, most people are dead. You can keep trying to research a cure, but it's not going to work. I gotcha. There's less than 1 billion people left in the world who are alive, and they're all sick. Yeah. On your way out. Let's have a look at the world here. Haven't actually killed any nations yet, but everybody's infected. And as you can see, only 9% of the world is left. Yeah. Here's our cure requirement, here's our cure research, and as you can see, the cure research is beginning to edge off. It's like, oh dear. What a shame. Let's check out the UK, where the first person died. There's still 5 million people kicking around, about the population of Scotland. Still 12 million left in the US, but it's rapidly declining as there's no one left to care for anybody who's sick or ill. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The world is collapsing. Look at that. New Zealand's government has fallen. See, oh, we've killed some countries now. Ooh, we killed Australia. And Iraq, and Zimbabwe, and South Africa. Poland, Canada. There's nobody left in Canada. Ooh, Caribbean. They're all going out now. Lights are going off in the world. Last one to die. Wrap yourself up in a paper bag and just, like, you know, deal with it as you were. West Africa's government has fallen. There's just 12 million people left in the world. Don't 10 million. Yeah. Peru's government has fallen. Yeah, a lot of governments have fallen. You know, Ukraine set up trauma centers. Italy set up trauma centers. A bit late, Italy. There's only 125,000 left if you left. Japan's government has fallen. The cure probably will never even get to 60%. It's sad. I could make the disease worse. Shall I make it worse? How about systemic infection? And how about comas? That way the last of you can have an easy exit, okay? It'll come on real fast and kill you. You'll be unconscious while you die. See, I'm a benevolent killer disease. Less than 1 million people left in the world. Coccyxcosis to destroy humanity. That's what you get for sitting around on your coccyx. Oh, there we are. Less than 100,000 left. Let's have a quick look at the world. See where the people. These 64,000 people are in the world. Oh, there's a few left in Africa, a few left in the UK, a few left in India, and a few left in Central America. Wow. Just clinging on. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's less than 5,000 left in the UK. About 60,000 left in India. 475 people huddled together in Central America. What was the other one? Iraq? No, that was right. It's a Central Africa. 19 people in one village desperately clinging to life in Central Africa. Let's watch their lights go out. There they are. They're gone. Central America, gone. Yep, we win. That's it. They're all dead, folks. All of them. We've eliminated all human life on Earth. And now you get to watch it happen. Took 638 days, but they're all dead. Cure got to 51%, effectively. We were complex in our genetic complexity. Turn up the speed. You can just watch it all happen in quick time. And you can see, it's all very quiet to start out with. You might see it's just a hint of red here in the Middle East. But then we break out. Infected flights, infected shipping, start showing up all over the world. Egypt's like completely plague-ridden. Then like, oh, Sudan, India, oh dear, India. And yeah, just, oh dear, Africa and Bolivia. Oh geez, South America, and then oh, America's overridden. And oh, it's everywhere! It's everywhere! Nowhere's safe. People are dying rapidly. Oh, less than 1 billion people in the world. Oh dear. About 1 million people left in the world. Oh, nothing. Oh, there we are. They're all gone. Right, so that's been Plague Incorporated. Evolved. Thank you very much for watching. We might do some of the higher difficulties or the other variations as we go along. And there'll probably be some updates on the game in the future, so I might do some videos then. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.